Horrible Bosses 2. Now, Horrible Bosses was one of my favorite comedies of 2011. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with that. And this time around, the same guys are back, but this time around the story is different, where the same three guys kidnap the boss's son after that particular boss reneges on a business proposal. And I gotta say, I enjoy Horrible Bosses 2 a lot. It's just as funny, just as silly as the first one. And as a comedy, it does its job. And you know, when I go into a comedy, I'm not as critical as other movies, because for me, in order for a comedy to be good, yes, I don't mind it being stupid, I don't mind it being silly, as long as it makes me laugh. And Horrible Bosses 2 does that. And this time around, you got Christoph Waltz and Chris Ryan added to the cast, along with Jason Sudeikis, Jason Bateman, and Charlie Day. And I gotta say, this movie was a heck of a lot of fun. I mean, I love comedies that are explicit, outrageous, and Horrible Bosses 2 has a lot of that. And you know what? Jennifer Aniston gets a lot of knack for being in bad movies. But honestly, this is one of the movies that she's really good at. She's good at comedy. And some of the scenes she has in this movie is just laugh out loud hilarious. I mean, pretty much hysterical. And her scenes are pretty much scene stealers, honestly. And, you know, a lot of people may complain that you're using a lot of the same stuff as before. You can say that, but at the same time too, it's a little bit different from the first one. But they make it seem very fresh and original for the most part. And some people may feel like the characters that reoccur in this movie feel forced. But honestly, I think it works for the script. Now, only for me, I think Kevin Spacey's character in the movie felt a little bit forced. But other than that, the other two characters that came into this movie felt really plausible. And for me, Horrible Bosses 2, yes, it may be silly, may be stupid, but for me as a comedy, and if it makes me laugh, it does its job. And I didn't mind the silliness, I didn't mind the stupidity of it. Now, the only complaint I would say about this movie is the fact that they didn't utilize Christoph Waltz to their full advantage. Other than that, I feel the movie is a lot of fun. And honestly, this movie has a low score of Rotten Tomatoes, but this may be a guilty pleasure for me. But you know what? I don't care. Like I said before, as long as the comedy does its job and makes me laugh, I don't care. And I think if you're a fan of the first Horrible Bosses and enjoyed that movie, I think you'll enjoy this one just as much. So you know what? I'm going to give Horrible Bosses 2 a good strong 4 out of 5 stars. It's a comedy that does its job. It's silly, it's stupid, but you know what? For a comedy, I can live with that. So guys, if you've seen Horrible Bosses 2, let me know what you guys think of it. Like it, hate it, don't like it as much as the first one? Comment below, let me know. And as always guys, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.